Well, the only thing that's stopping you from doing anything is you. You have to get out there. You have to say something. You have to show up because if you do it, ain't nobody gonna do it for you. You can have every single tool and still not use it properly. Why? Because you're not doing it. Right? It's one thing to want to look, I want y'all to get out the mindset of I need everything this person has. I need everything that person has and I'll be successful. Success comes from the ideas that are planted already in you. And if those ideas aren't in you, then you're not going to be successful. I always say pray, ask God to give you the thing that He would have you to do in this earth. Because the thing that He would have you to do in this earth is what's going to make significant impact. And I want you to be impactful. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all soon. See Hold on. Let me go to context. And then let me go to, girl, I gotta go to tags. Oh my God. Mm. Okay, we got a song coming on in the room. Good morning, Miss LaSharon. How are you?
I am well.
Wonderful, wonderful. I am glad to see you today. We have some more who are coming. They're on their way. They just text me and say, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. We are going to get started in just a few. And then I'm just sending a email that's saying, hey, y'all, here's the link, y'all.
Okay. Hey, I don't know what I have access to with
I wonder why my
with
speaker
my
is so low.
oh, okay. So let
Oh,
me go ahead and log in so I can work alongside because you're on
okay.
my phone.
One second. Thanks, so I think it's playing on the speaker here, but I'm not for sure if it is or well, Crystal, nice to meet you. You right here. Okay, that's no problem. Hold on. We got everybody on the other day. Yeah, the directions, instead of keeping me on the freeway, they took me off the street. Oh, no. Like 11 miles. And it took forever. Because we left at 10. What you say? Hold on. Oh, man, I had this on here and now I press the button. I think it's that Apple TV. That's the it's always be that's I have to go take some pictures of me out on a couch.
So we're gonna take some pictures of it. How many get on the couch? Yeah. So we gotta do that.
Yes. But we got plenty of, the Wi-Fi is right here, it's called Live Life, log into it, right there. Oh, she don't get me, she wants me to tell you any personal stuff. Um,
You're a doctor, huh?
Well, my daughter has high steppers, so she's at high stepper camp, and then my mom is going to, I'm turning off the mom phone already. Yep, oh well, I messed up. We'll figure it out later. And mama is gonna be picking her up. She gets out at noon. And she said, my mama said that she might come, she might come back over here. But I really doubt if she will. She may. See. Oh, what did I do, Miss Karen?
I don't know, what were you doing?
I pressed the button and then, let me press this. That's not it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me go after the fix it.
Which,
It's a
office?
Tato office, yeah. Tato office, and then the thing is. All right, guys, we're about to get started. I'm just about to put the stuff back on the screen because I done jacked it up. So we can see, and then we're gonna get started. So go ahead and get you something to drink, something to eat. And we're gonna go ahead and.
Hey, how you doing? Good. Good, good. I was staying that direction. I heard me the street. I was like, that's
In
the
the
street.
went to somewhere else.
My kids was talking around the middle for a millennial.
I am loving your fresh cut.
Thank you.
Your hair, I love it. It's beautiful. Some coffee.
You got something?
Oh yes, coffee here, and then if y'all want some drink chips, I got some over there for you. I didn't ask them what type of sandwiches you want, but I just picked. Oh, whatever. There you go. Can I get a? If I have anything, that's all back. And then scroll over where it says like Netflix and all those options until you get to the HDMI. Yeah. Thank you. You're very welcome.
And can you show me where the coffee is?
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Thank you. You need what? You want regular? I just had my phone. There you go. So go ahead, it's somewhere.
no less than.
Okay, awesome. So we sent out to everyone there, and we're back on the screen. Okay, can everybody hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Wonderful. Okay, we are suited and booted. Okay, it says, let me go over here where it says participants. Our Wi-Fi is not letting me be great. Just tell us exactly what it is that you do in your business. Okay, we'll go ahead with Ms. Combs. You can start first.
Hey guys, my name is Sharon Combs. I am in Duncanville, Texas, Dallas area, DFW, that is my base. I provide services such as communication training, human behavior workshops, and professional development, typically to education, social work, and healthcare facilities, healthcare organizations. I've been doing this, oh my gosh, for quite a while. My background's in leadership studies. I'm also a speaker and an author, but that is what I do. I don't know. That is what I do. I am big on messaging, making sure you own your message and making sure your message serves the populations you have, not just them serving you.
Awesome, awesome. Who's gonna go next? We're gonna pop around here like popcorn so we know exactly who we have in the building.
Go next, so it might get noisy in my background. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
It's my first time on this couch. This is my sister Tasha invited me, so
Oh,
it's
welcome,
awesome.
welcome.
I
She's
see her in the background over there.
building over there. She's over there
Let
in
me
the.
get on my camera real quick.
There she goes.
Hey, Tasha. So I'm Vincent Wallace. I'm way out in Florida, Jacksonville to be exact. I'm actually in real estate. I've been doing this since 2011. As of late, I've been focusing on rooming houses, co-living homes, is what we're calling them, transitioning over and educating people on how to maximize the single family homes to get multifamily returns. So yeah, and all of the things that are involved in protecting your assets as well. So that's me in a nutshell. Previously, as a professional, did aviation engineering for years, but taking a break from that to fully focus on is real estate and
That
building tools. Yeah, educate people on how to do what I do.
awesome. Well,
All
nice to
right.
meet you. Welcome to the couch. All right, who's gonna be next online for us? Lori, go ahead and tell us a little bit about what you do and where you're from.
Goodness gracious, I wasn't ready.
That's why they say you gotta be ready
That
instant, season, and out.
that's what the scripture, yes, says. Be ye also ready. Yes. Hi everybody. I'm Lori. I'm from Connecticut, born and raised in Connecticut. I work as a life and business coach. Spent many years in the C-suite, working with executives and things like that. I have a background in psychology, so it only made sense for me to move into this space. I was just having a conversation and telling people that even though executives have those high titles, that they also suffer with things like self-doubt and imposter syndrome, and sometimes they need somebody who has discernment and has the ability to see things and people in places and spaces. And so it made sense for me to move into this space and also help those who are entrepreneurs. So that's why I'm here. I love Lady Hale so much. I appreciate everything that she does. I'm so proud of her success and how God is blessing and growing her business. So thank you for the space.
Thank you for coming in and your kind words and everything. Who's gonna go next? Who else is on here? Miss Ventrisa, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your business, what you got going on over there.
Hi, my name is Ventresa Smith, and I am located in Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas.
Yes, ma'am. I I'm a graphic designer, and I decorate T-shirts, tumblers, tote bags. Wow, pretty much you name it, I decorate it. I use sublimation, ETF. I design using Photoshop and mostly Adobe products. I'm new to Canva, which I know that's the thing everybody's going using now for designing. But I that's what I do now. I'm new to the business, just getting it kicked off. And but my background, I am a U.S. Army veteran. I served in Desert Storm. I am a recently retired Houston police officer after 29 years. Uh, Divorced mother of two adult children and one pit bull. Thank
And
you. That's it.
I love it. I love it. All right, Miss Latasha, tell us a little bit about your business and what you got going on over here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Natasha Schumann.
Oh, sorry.
I'm here in Texas. My business is First Class Compliance. We are a data management, tax preparing, compliance service business. We focus on all things data so that you can manage it effectively and accurately to get all of the funding needs that you desire.
Going from 2 to 3 days.
Also spouse, because that is very, very, very important in our business and making sure that we stay in compliance with all our legal states and federal things that we do have going on. Miss Karen, you are on the hot spot, so it's your turn to tell us what do you do? You do it. She do a lot. I love it.
Hey, you guys, my name is Karen Reese, and what you consider a serial entrepreneur. I got a lot of business. I got taxes, I got tax software, I have a Sports Mom talk show, I'm a movie producer, I'm an event coordinator. I do a lot of bit of everything. That's why I really need Crystal and be on this couch session and say, how are you going to organize and run all those businesses? So I'm just so excited to be here with Crystal to see her office space, who has a real couch, and we're going to be on the couch today.
I love it. If she's talking, I can't hear her.
I can't hear either.
We want to hear you, Crystal. Don't be giving that extra love to those who have physically shown up for the couch. We want to be on the couch too.
All right, there we go. There we go now. We've had some amazing wins this week and last week since we've been on the couch. I'm gonna have Miss Karen, she's gonna come up, she's gonna tell her thing because guess what? She pulled a crystal and bust out, how would you like to pay that? And guess what? This was one of her many of her high ticket items. She got her customer to close. So I'm going to let her share that with you. I'm going to share some creative news, and then we're going to go into talking about targeting and really focusing on who are we talking to in our businesses. Okay. Your turn.
Okay, so one of that first lesson that Crystal shared with us is how to pay. How do you want to pay this? And so I can say that I really, really struggled. And I've been asking God, why am I struggling? Because I had to come up with the invoice. There was a client that he sells chips and he needed a website to do a chip fundraiser where he can fundraise with those chips. And so I'm trying to sell it to him. And so I literally detailed everything he was paying for. And so I'm doing a lot for him. And so I was struggling with even adding admin fees as far as what I was doing because everything else was pretty, $300 to get the LLC. That's no admin. That's what the state charged. And so I was struggling and struggling because for some reason I wanted him to know that I was honest and that I wasn't trying to overcharge him. And so I put $150 for admin, knowing that this man is going to be pulling on me so much. But that was the first step. He didn't question the invoice, he paid it right away. And so that was a relief for me. Hopefully, that gives me the courage and strength to the next person. I have a little bit more boldness when I go to them to understand my worth of what I'm bringing to him. So I think I struggle with that because I'm in a place where I'm building, but I'm trying to help someone else build. And because of that, I tend to minimize my worth. But I'm so glad that I'm able to get on the couch session with Crystal because she's finna help me get through this. And I don't know if anybody else deal with this as far as in business, but we were able to close on him getting what he needed. He actually needed it, and we were able to close on that. So I'm so excited.
That is out. There you go. One of the greatest takeaways that we did get out that I took away from that is that you have to put everything up front because a lot of times we think that we might lose the client if we tell them all these fees, right? But we all know setting up your business and getting everything legal, that costs, whether that is state fees, whether it's that taxes, different tax fees and stuff like that. Because here in the state of Texas, in order to formate your LLC, I think it's like $2.99 or something like that. It is for the state, but then and that's just the filing fee, right? On top of that, you have to make sure you have your sales tax and use thing because you got to charge taxes, right? Because our business taxes is what help funds the roads here and all types of stuff like that. And you have to submit those quarterly unless you're set up under your comptroller where you can do them annually, right? Most new businesses that start, you have to be able to do that quarterly. And what do people do? They forget. And the moment you forget, they're going to tax on a what? A late fee, right? And that late fee is how much? $52. Yes, we all know that, right? But having someone, but if you're doing a service for them or you're helping manage their business, you're going to already have those alarms set so they don't have to worry about that. They go, you'll ask them, hey, how much sales did you get? Or since you're running their business, they're tax professionals. So they're looking at those running totals, what they're paying. So the customer already know even before it's time, before the filing period, because don't be like me. Wait one day after, because even one day after, you still gonna get charged that $52 fee plus whatever it is that you got going on. And some of you like, I gotta sales tax and use, I gotta do that. And guess what? Every quarter that you don't pay, $52. So if it's 2 quarters you didn't pay, that's that's $104 plus whatever that you owe to your state. Let's not even get into like if you have that, well, I think you have to make over $1 million, $1 million point something dollars for the franchise fees, tax and all of that. But you see, there's a lot of other things that actually go into the running of your business. And if she would have only charged him $100, she would have been out a lot of money, right? She would have been out of stuff, but she itemized everything. There was no question. There was no question about what cost what. Everything was clear. And guess what? He paid her her coins, and she was able to do what she needed to do. So congratulations. Congratulations on that. And many more to come. All right, we have Miss Cece. She done rolled up to the couch. And before we get started, can you just tell us a little bit about what you do?
Hey everybody, God bless. My name is Cece Moreland. I am a real estate investor and I am a licensed financial educator.
Oh, nice.
I can turn 2003, 2004, 2008, just educating people on the importance of, your benefits. Don't leave your 401k behind. Don't leave it at the office over there. We talked to you about that. And then free financial checkups and real estate investing. Nice to meet everybody. God bless. Hey, Dr. Little.
Oh, Dr. Little came in the building. How are you? Dr. Little's all the way down there in Houston. Yeah, she's in Houston down there. Dr. Little, just get on. Tell us about what you got going on out there in because I know y'all been getting a lot of rain out there as well. But let the people know who you are, what you do, and what you got going on. No, you're fine.
I'm trying to unmute multitask here. I'm Dr. Janice Little, and what I do is I am a serialpreneur that has multiple
I like that.
entities. From real estate holding, real estate management, and consulting services in the field of social work and entrepreneurship. Currently, I'm serving in several roles in the nonprofit space, such as Black Wall Street USA, serving as state director for Black Wall Street, Texas, and also as a co-chair for Crime Survivors for Safety and Justice. So that's who I am and what I do. And today, I'm out in the streets working with a 9-year-old who has her own brand, Gaia Superheroes. So we're out connecting and building relationships with the police officers.
Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. She's out there in the field today. All right. And then does anybody else have any other wins that they want to share? And then I'm going to my win as well. Because we all over here winning this week. I mean, we always winning, but y'all know what I mean.
Well, I didn't know we were sharing wins. Let me share the win for this week. We actually just released the book called Stop, Don't Touch, Tell. It's a children's book about kids and gun safety. So we just released that, and now we're out doing the marketing piece with police officers so that they can share it with kids in their communities.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is it available on Amazon?
Not yet. It's just available through a link, and I can drop that link in the chat.
Please drop the link in the chat so we can go ahead and grab that book up today. Awesome sauce. Anybody else got some wins they would like to share this week? That is amazing, publishing a book, because many kids need to be aware of what's a good touch and what's a bad touch. How many children have been touched and are still being touched and their parents don't even know, and they don't know how to tell. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that type of book that's going to impact a lot of young people and their families.
I'm almost done with my first workflow, and I'm very excited about it. There's a lot of pieces. I've gotten so many gems of information from Ms. Hale. And then my ADHD brain wants to do all of it at one time. Yeah. And so as I've been working with the different and things, resources you provided, and I've now got a better understanding how to use them, like what goes where and everything. And so, yeah, I'm almost done. And so just working through the workflow, testing it, using Claude, I've just been really excited, and I'm almost done. I'll have a webinar. I'm hoping to be done, so I'll have a webinar Saturday. Yes.
I'm in that thing.
Yeah, webinar Saturday, deduction basics. So we can start understanding what our deductions are, how to set up our filing system so we can pass that on to our tax professionals so we can help you faster.
Awesome. Y'all put one in the chat. Give it up. That's awesome. She's gonna be doing her webinar on Saturday. I guess we'll get that link very soon. And I'll make sure that each of y'all have it. So if you want, and the deductions apply to everyone. It doesn't matter like what state you are, right? It's not state specific. It applies to everyone. And so you want to be on that webinar on Saturday. If you know a business owner who or person period that can benefit from learning those deduction basic, tell them get on that to get on that Zoom, get on that the link, and I'm gonna make sure that everybody registered here. We'll make sure you have that link as well, so you can get registered and you can attend that on Saturday. That is awesome. That is really awesome. Okay. Do anybody else have any other wins they would like to share for this week? And no matter how big, how small it is, I'm telling you, a win is a win.
I put mine in the chat. Oh,
go ahead.
No, it's cool. I was gonna say I put mine in the chat. I actually got 2 contracts with absolutely no pushback on the price, and one of them I was like, oh, I think I should come down. Now I'm like, not only should I not have come down, I probably should have went higher because they just there was if they're that fast to sign or whatever, that means that I'm under budget.
Yeah.
Wow. Two. Did she say? She didn't say one. She said how many?
2.
She said 2.
One for a sponsor for the network on the podcast network. And so that's pretty good. It's not quite 5, but it's like 9,500. And the other one is for a conference for the second best hospital in the nation, Cedars-Sinai, California.
Wow.
So
that is amazing.
I'm excited about those things.
Awesome. I love to hear it. And you mentioned one thing. You said, well, I charged one thing, but I should have charged a little bit more. Can you give us even though it's a blessing, please give us the lesson us as entrepreneurs can take from that?
For me, I think I just still was coming from like 2016 and 2020 with those prices. And like, well, it's me, but I'm good. Not in an arrogant way. Like, I'm good at what I do. And I think the lesson is, I'm just going to be as transparent as I know how to be, Crystal. Like, stop breadcrumbing yourself, for lack of a better word.
Ooh.
Like, stop being so happy that just let me in, please, let me in. No, I actually am doing something that adds value to them, makes their life easier, and doesn't even make them beholden to me. It's not like I'm going to give you 6 and then here's this. And just realizing too, okay, and this is the last part, because I know this is what the Lord is showing me in this. They already have the value. They're not trying to breadcrumb. They're actually happy that I'm helping them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something, especially with the hospital in California. Her team asked they're like, hey, can you get her? Based off of something I did in June when I went there to speak somewhere else.
Wow.
Can you get her? We want her to come do this workshop. And so here I was like, well, I can do it probably if they pay everything, and I can do it for $2,500. But I'm like, that's the lowest rate possible. You've been doing this years and years. It's science for you. You got it home. Anyway, so I think that's it. Just not to breadcrumb myself. And now I'm finna let y'all go, but it's like now that he's showing me this in other areas of my life too.
Wow.
You've gotten so accustomed to just please bare minimum, please, please. And I didn't even know that was driving me.
Wow. 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 That's a good lesson, because how many of us we do that? We breadcrumb guilty. We breadcrumb ourselves trying to help. Trying to help. When clearly scripture says that our gift will make what? Room for us, right? And knowing that our gifts are going to make room for us, that means the provision of our gifts, the cost of our gifts, right? We can't, yes, you can put a price on things, but I love how she said this. I brought 2016 prices all the way into 2025. And guess what done happened? Inflation. Things done went up. The cost of services have changed. The cost of travel has changed. So in 2016, could that her rate work? Yes, yes, it could work. But however, now we have to put a premium. Everybody say premium. Put a premium. Put a premium, right? We've been in our respected industries for over 5-10 years and stuff. Guess what? We are premium. Y'all type that in the comment section and said, I am premium, right? We're not gonna put no regular unleaded gas inside a Cadillac. We ain't gonna put no regular unleaded gas inside a Mercedes. We're gonna have to put what? Premium, because the octane has to be what? A little higher, right? A little higher. I am premium. If you don't leave with anything else today, I want you to leave with knowing that I am premium. My services are premium. My price is premium. My presence is premium. My image and my likeness is premium. Come on here. Today's price, not yesterday's price. Because I come with a premium.
Premium.
Woo! Woo! I come with a premium. I come with a premium.
My God, that's good.
I come with a. I know, right? I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm listening to myself. I come with a premium. What I mean, so it just come out sometime. Well, check this out. I'm gonna share my testimony with you guys as well. Remember, I believe it was last week or the week before last. Like I told you guys, I always say, how would you pay? How are you gonna pay for that? The first one is that I had an individual who came to me and they said, Lady Hale, I don't want to pay month to month, but I want to pay for a whole year. How much are you going to charge me, right? And so I gave her a price and I said $4,500 or whatever. My daughter, she's sitting up there pressing my hair because it was a Sunday and I normally don't even take calls on Sunday. But something just told me to pick up the phone, right? And when the Lord told me to pick up the phone, I picked up the phone. And we were going back and forth a little bit until the point I got tired of going back and forth with her. And I say, how would you like to pay for that? She say, well, just send me an invoice like that. So I immediately send the invoice. Just like I told you guys, I quoted a premium price. Me thinking she's going to get off my phone. You get what I'm saying? Not thinking it was going to go through. And my daughter was like, you think they're going to really pay that? And 2 minutes later, everybody say 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Now my Stripe said ding, 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 ding. And we got a whole year. We had a whole year client. And with that, being able to get that year client, that's when I was telling my husband, I was like, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna move out. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna get office because we're in a position now where we can come out our house, because I know I've been running my business in my house over the last 20 years. And one of the things is kind of like that whole moving out on faith. You get what I'm saying? Moving out, and really, I ain't gonna really say it's necessarily faith, but a lot of times we want to play safe. When I say safe, I know I can run a class in my house. I ain't got nobody overhead. I ain't got to worry about somebody show up, somebody don't pay, somebody don't do this. I don't have to worry about that. But however, I hit a ceiling at home, right? Because a lot of times we get comfortable in our environment when a lot of times we have to begin to come out of our environment, come out of what we used to, because where people might not have came to my home, they will come to my office. You get what I'm saying? Where people might not have feel comfortable in certain, personal environments, in a public environment, they might feel a lot more comfortable. And the way God blessed us, he not only blessed us with training rooms, because that's what I want to say, Lord, I need a training space. So, we have compatible Wi-Fi where people can come, bring their computers. We can, we can do our trainings and all that good stuff like that. And so when I came, I actually got a smaller office. And I brought my husband up here. And when I brought my husband up here and he was looking, he came in the room and he said, babe, it's too small. We're gonna need something bigger than this. So then he told me to, go down and talk to the people. Went down, talked to the people, and we got a bigger. I'm gonna take them over there in a little bit, but we got a way bigger office. And when we got a bigger office, it was fully furnished beyond my expectation. Every modern thing, and y'all gonna see it. Every modern thing you can think was in there. The only thing we had to do was just pull up and work. And when we came in there, we went to the office, and immediately I said, "Oh, this definitely is it right here." And so we moved from upstairs to end up moving downstairs. And when we moved downstairs, God bless us, we were just able to go ahead, move on in, do what we need to do. But this is the blessing. We have access to over 20 different training rooms all over the DFW. We are housed here in Plano, but we're able to have things in Prosper and Frisco and Allen and Dallas and Tarrant County. I mean, it's a bunch of different areas where we can do training rooms all over the DFW. And I just give God the praise, because I couldn't tell you to do something or move by faith if I'm not doing it as well. So when I tell you everything that I'm telling you, it works. When I say it literally works, some of us, we're not coming out of our houses because we can afford it. It's not like, I wouldn't dare tell you to move if you can afford it, but we can afford it, but we still want to play safe. But saying safe is limiting you. Do not limit yourself in this season. I know that there are wars, there's rumors of wars, there's all these economic concerns, but we're all, most of us anyway, we're all faith-based believing people. We believe God, and when God has put something in your heart to do, number one, He's going to finance it, He's going to provide for it, and you just got to take the limits off. Like what Sharon said, we cannot keep breadcrumbing ourselves, right? It makes sense now with these training rooms and all that stuff. Now I can charge a $650 premium for my premium service. I can charge a $1,200 premium for certain services. Why? Because I'm not just in my house, I'm actually in a public place, and people know that stuff costs. So my cost, my premium, hallelujah, my premium is now justified. My premium is not questioned anymore. Why? Because not only am I saying I'm a professional, I'm representing as the professional that God has called us to be. Y'all better stop playing with me tonight. This morning. All right. Now let's get into it. Oh my, I'm excited. I'm like, look here, the doors of the church are now open. Listen, no, oh no. We're gonna get some marketing talk done. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, but we're gonna get some marketing talk done. And today we're going to talk about talking to our audience, okay? One of the things that is very important is talking to the right audience. If you struggle with people who barely can pay for your service, put a 1 in the chat. If you struggle, just be honest. You got to be honest. I can't help you if you ain't honest. Right. If you struggle with people paying for your service, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. I want you to put a 1 in the chat. I got some ones. Now, those of you who press the 1s, please let me know, why do you think that is? Why do you think that people are like, it's hard to get them to pay?
I think, I'll share. I think the reason it's hard to get them to pay is because it's hard for me to actually charge them the price. I've been in the helping profession. I tend to give away a lot of things for free and don't put the value that I bring to the table on the product. So it starts with me. The problem is me and my thinking that they have the inability to pay.
You're counting their pockets.
Yes.
Wow. Hold on, I gotta get anybody else. I'm writing down something in my head. while I'm talking. So it's counting pockets, right? So counting pockets. What's another one?
I think familiarity.
You said who?
Targeting the wrong customers.
Targeting the wrong customers. Oh, you got it that way. Cool. All right. We said
I,
counting, and somebody else said targeting. What's some other issue? Counting pockets.
familiarity. Because
Familiar.
sometimes we have a shared community, like it may be somebody we know from church or something like that. And I love the Lord and I love his people. Sometimes the church people be like, oh, that'd be such a blessing. They don't realize they could be a blessing to us as well too also. So I think familiarity, because people tend to keep you where they meet you and they don't recognize the investments and the changes you may have made, or just even your skill over the years.
Okay.
That was a long thing to say, familiarity.
Yeah, understanding where you are in your development, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And all of those are great. Did anybody else have any other ones?
For me, in my field, it's education. If
Educate
they
them.
don't know enough about it, you'll get chargebacks in my field.
Okay, they don't know about it.
They didn't understand it.
Okay.
They didn't pay for it at the time, so.
Well, buy-in would be mine too.
Buy-in.
It's just kind of the education part, right? If they don't understand why they need it,
Exactly.
then they don't understand why they need it. But once they understand it, then they be like, I'll pay you double sometimes, but.
That's
All right.
correct.
So the common thing that I'm hearing now, I heard each and every one of these. But what I'm hearing is mindset, and I'm hearing lack of onboarding process. Okay? Mindset, lack of onboarding process. But the only thing that I didn't hear was I'm talking to the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to the wrong.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
I'm just talking to the wrong. Well, you said target. I'm talking to the wrong. Talking to the wrong people. Okay. One of the big inhibitors of people not buying onto our services or something like that is basically talking to them, talking to the right people. And if we're talking to the right people, then we gotta say, why aren't they using my product? Okay? Why aren't they using my product? And that's gonna go into more of your onboarding process. What happens after they buy? Okay? So I know that's two different things because the onboarding process has to do more with after the sales, and then the mindset of they don't have enough education, they don't properly understand, yada yada. All that's gonna go into mindset. And number three is what we're gonna really target today is the who. If I ask you, I'll go around the thing and I'll say, who can afford your services, Karen? What type of people can afford your service?
Married couple.
Married couples. Anybody else?
Businesses making over $5,000.
Parents.
People making over
Oh,
$5,000 per month. You said parents?
yes.
Huh? Anybody else? What type of people can afford your stuff?
I think for me, businesses that want to increase their visibility via our live cast and podcast, and
Huh?
for the workshop portion, organizations that have a professional development budget.
Okay. So what you just first did right there is what we call defining our avatar. You listed who needs your service, right? The second part is how much money they make, right? How much or they can afford it, or how much a month do a person need to make in order to afford your service? How much they need to make a month?
At least 5,000.
At least 5,000. How much they need to make a month?
I think 5,000 is a
Good number.
Yeah.
What would you say? How much do people need to make a month to be able to afford the service? 5,000, right? Because most of us we're more consulting, we're more professional service offer, because that's what I did wrong for 10 years. I was offering a professional service, to consumer based clients. You know what I'm saying? And so since I was offering a professional based service to a prosumer service to a consumer based audience, that's where a lot of my conflict really came in because I had consumers versus prosumers. You know what I'm saying? Those are two different audiences. So the prosumer customers, I didn't have no issue with them. They pay their money every month and still do for the last 10 years. They pay their money every month, ain't no issue. My consumer clients, they want prosumer benefits, but they still needed more help. And so they still had a consumer mindset.
I would take that number from 5,000 to about 8,000. So I'm looking at somebody who's paying a mortgage. If their mortgage is 3,000, by the time they do light, gas, water, and stuff like that. So I would say that number is a little bit higher.
So you're use like about 8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And I like that. Y'all see what she did? She just didn't generalize it for her business at 5K. She moved it to 8K because now she got into the psychographics and demographics. Well, she got into the demographics of her clients because her demographics, they're paying mortgages between $3,000 and $4,000 a month. Okay. Not only that, they have different household costs. Some of them also have external business costs, which their external business costs could be anywhere between $12,000 to $4,000 or whatever the case may be, right? So that was a great example. What she did was she made an avatar. Y'all put that in the comment section. Put avatar, okay? I want you to put avatar, okay? Your avatar is going to be who you are talking to. Who you are talking to is going to all depend on what they're doing, right? Mine is small business owners. Small business owners for me is first of all, the definition of a small business owner is anyone with under 500 employees, okay? That is a small, is it 100 or 500? I think it's 100. It's under 100 employees, that's a small business. So that business means they can be making $1 million and still be under 100 employees, right? You got teams who are under. Yeah. I know people who got 500 teams and they're making over $1 million. So it's even though they're still technically a small business, they're still making big money. So when I tell you there's a lot of business in small business, it actually is. Because a lot of times we don't think of money, we always thinking about the amount of people, right? Because I know people who have enterprise level type businesses, but guess what? They're not even making small business money. They're still making under $1 million. So with that being said, you gotta know your avatar, you gotta know who they are, what they making, what type of expenses do they have. What would you say some of your clients, what are some of the expenses that they have?
Some of them have inventory because they make products. Some of them it's softwares and things like that. Transportation people, their cars, maintenances, and things like that. A lot of my businesses also do have W-2 jobs. So that's, I guess, too, because when you were saying that, I was like, I guess that's the caveat because a lot of the businesses I tend to work with, they still have a 9 to 5 and run their business, so their income level is a bit different too in that regard.
So they're dualpreneurs, right?
Yeah.
Because you have these dualpreneurs who are entrepreneurs at their job, and some of them they might be managers at their job, they might be overseers at their jobs, or something like that, and they're entrepreneurs because they don't have to worry about income. And then on their own, when they do their other stuff, they're entrepreneurs where they do have to, run their whole businesses and whatnot, right? So the way I'm going to talk to a dualpreneur is going to be a little different than somebody who is a full-time entrepreneur. Ain't that right? Yeah, because the messaging is going to be different. The message is always important. I'm gonna give you an example. I know y'all like, Crystal, you are giving us the Bible today, and I'm just gonna give it to you today. Okay? Jesus is the ultimate example of giving us a great example of messaging. I always say when I did my my thesis paper in college, I did it on how Jesus was the ultimate marketer, and my professor was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And I said, "Absolutely, I'm going to do it." And she was like, "So I don't want you getting your feelings if you don't make it." I said, "Oh, I'm gonna make it because I'm gonna show you how Jesus was the ultimate marketer." And I'll share something with y'all today. When Jesus came to with his message to the people, he had a specific people that he was going to touch. Jesus did not come for everybody. He didn't. He said, "I came for the lost sheep of Israel." That's what he said, right? Is that everybody? Is that everybody?
No.
Do that include the priests? No, he come for them. They don't get no God, right? Did he come for the people who are already religious, who are doing what they're supposed to do? No, he didn't come for the religious folks. He came for the people who didn't have it, right? So with his messaging, he wasn't going to have the same messaging he had for the priest. It was going to be different from homeboy over on the street smoking weed. It was going to be different from the boys out there that were sitting on the river. And he said, "Come on with me. I'm going to make you disciples of men." And not only did he turn their lives upside down, he made their business so profitable that when he told them to cast the nets, when he told them to cast the nets, guess what happened?
Yeah.
They had to pull in so much fish that it took about 10 men to go through and pull all the fishes in. But that was money. That was economy. Right. That was growth. That was like, look, we got so much fish, you don't have to worry about that. And guess what? If they didn't believe in God right then and there, I bet you did one thing, they believed in it then. Real talk.
Yeah.
As I told y'all. Jesus
The spirit of it.
is the ultimate. It's the ultimate example of message. How does that apply to me right now, Lady Helen Blaze Max? The way that applies to you is that you're targeting everybody. And you're erring in targeting everybody. You have to go specific, and that is with your avatar. Okay? And you might be asking me, Lady Helen, how do I know what the avatar is? What do I need to know? I'm gonna give you a free link. I'm gonna put a link inside of the in the chat. I'm putting this on your cards so you can scan it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You can scan it if you're in person here. You can scan that card. You're gonna see it's gonna be a little book that pop up, and I'm gonna put it on the screen for y'all on who are online. And what your assignment is going to be is to craft your message for your perfect audience. This is going to be a build up. Let me share my screen real quick, and I'm pull it up real quick so y'all can see it on the screen over there. But I'm gonna pull it up because this is going to be an actual build up for the next one. Because once we know who we're talking to, then we're gonna know where we need to go. But the first thing that you need to do today is you need to identify the who. The who are you talking to? The who are you are you targeting and all that? All right, hold on. I'm just trying to go over here. I know I have it in here because I've seen it. It's under I think it's under my ebooks over there. Okay. Book solid. There we go. I'm gonna put it in the screen, and I'm gonna put it on the screen so y'all can see over there on Zoom as well. Okay. I'm gonna put this on my screen. I'll put it back over here to share my screen. And then after this, I promise I'm gonna let you go. I ain't gonna hold y'all that long. Are y'all enjoying the couch session today?
Yes.
I hope y'all really are enjoying the care.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Y'all can see my screen. I gotta move all this stuff off from over here because you're like, girl, you got a lot of stuff on your screen. That's that ADHD. All right, so everybody will have this. I'm gonna put this in the. Let me put this in. Let me get the link so you guys can have it. It's a PDF, so I'm gonna put it in the chat. Um, okay, it's a PDF. Go ahead and download that. That is absolutely free. This is what I like to call the 5-step marketing, the marketing system, because the first 5 steps get you where you need to go, and then the next 4 steps, actually, that's when you get into the sales and all of that. And all that jazz. So y'all are able to look at it. So as you see right here, there's a piece that's called the avatar basics. Okay. And on your avatar basics, what I had you to do is to list out the age, gender, location, like where the people are. What type, when it says relationships, it means what type of relationships are they in? Are they married? Are they single? Okay. Are they parents? Are they co-parents? Are they adopted parents? Whatever. Their education level, income. So when you begin to think about the income, I want you to think about kind of like we just went over how, you know, what are they paying in mortgage a month? Or if they don't have mortgage, but maybe they have rent, what are they paying in rent a month, right? Because we have to see how much of disposable income that they're going to be able to have to actually afford your service, okay? Then we go, I know you're going to say, why are we worried about what type of TV shows? Because now we're getting into the personality of your avatar. What type of books they read? Who are the type of people they follow? What political party are they a part of? What type of job title do they hold? What type of groups do they belong to? Now, I kept it very, very basic on here, but however, I do have a very long one that's 13 pages long that you really dial down that avatar, because sometimes you have multiple avatars. But for this sake and this purpose, I have found that when I do it very concisely to here, we're able to immediately start targeting your perfect avatar, or targeting that person who would buy from you. Okay. And that's who you want to put, the type of people that would buy from you. You want to write down like I said, the type of people who would buy from you. The people that you don't have to worry about chasing them, because we already know the type of clients we don't like, right? We already know what they do. We know their mindset. We know that. So since we know the clients that we don't like, we don't need to put them in our avatar, because we don't like those clients. They give us, oh my God, they give us so much issues. We want to attract more of those clients that don't give us issues. You know, they might buck up sometimes, but they don't give us them type of issues that them clients do. It's because somebody was mentioning chargebacks. Who hate a chargeback? Me? And listen, I be ready to go to war over a chargeback, and I'm never doing business with you ever again. You know, charge me back. Stop playing. Stop playing with my account. Right, because we don't like to charge back. So in this couch session, I want you to leave with knowing that avatar. Take a picture, to screenshot it. I got the link. I put the link in there as well, where you can go and you can download it. Those of you who are here, you can scan that. And I want you to start looking over this. Look over this PDF, okay? And it's gonna be a blessing to you. Oh, because it's 12:08. It's 12:08. So do anybody have any questions about our couch session today?
So in creating the avatar, I go and answer these questions, and then is it something that I'm putting into chat to help me identify, or I just need to know that these are my people.
Okay, great question. So when you know your avatar, I want you to hold it until we meet again. Because we're gonna take that avatar and we're gonna build your offer. Okay. So that's all I want you to do, is get that avatar. at our next session, when we meet, do y'all want to meet in 2 weeks or y'all want to meet in a month? Let me know. 2 weeks. Okay. So we're going to meet again. Let me look at the calendar. Okay. And then we're going to build our offer. And if y'all want to come in person and practice building those offers, because when we get offline, guess what? We're gonna be building. We're gonna build. All right, let me look at the calendar. The 29th is in 2 weeks. Is that good for everyone? All right. Is 11 o'clock a great time for everybody? Or y'all prefer that afternoon? Your choice. 11 is fine. Okay. We're gonna meet same place, same time, 11 o'clock on the 29th. Okay. And I'll have that. I'm sorry, I'm doing my eye. We'll have that blocked out on the 29th. Okay. And on the 29th, if you're coming in person, please bring your computers because we're going to be working with Bree. I actually built her, and we're going to break down them offers, honey. We're going to break down them offers. Do you hear me? Okay. But the first thing again is to have that avatar. If you don't have your avatar, please do it. You have how many weeks, ladies and gentlemen? 2. I'm gonna say shame on you if you don't have it. We're gonna keep on going on, and I'm gonna tell you to catch up. Okay, so you have 2 weeks to get that avatar done. It's not a lot on there. Just get it done accordingly. Okay. Anybody else have any other questions? Cool. All right. I'll make sure that the replay is going to be going out when we get off of here. I'll have it out probably in the next hour or so. So be checking your emails. We'll have a link to the replay where you'll be able to watch, etc. And if you have any questions, I'll make sure I'll probably put it in webinar form, but I'll put it in webinar form because maybe a question might come up right then, like, oh, Lady Hell, how did I do this? How did you do that? Yada, yada, yada. You'll be able to put it in there and then I'll be able to see it. So just allow me a good wholesome hour to do that. So until next time, I'll meet you guys on the 29th. We understand our avatar, and I hope you leave it and know that everything you have to offer is a what? Premium. A premium.
I'm muted over here. Premium.
A premium. Okay. You are premium. Your service is premium. And guess what? You're going to charge those premium pricing, and we're going to ask them, how would you what?
Like to pay.
Absolutely. How would you like to pay for that? Until next time, God bless you.